Matchup will be between the Merrimack College Warriors and the Fordham University Rams. I'm Colby Meehan.
And I'm Matt O'Connor. As always, we've got an action-packed show for you today with lots to cover during our pregame show. Stay tuned for an in-depth breakdown of today's game from our good friend Joey Matroni, as well as some of the stuff that MCTV has been working on.
This is our final home game of the season, and our Warriors are ready to give it their all. It's been a tough past couple games as the Warriors are on a 5-game losing streak, and they try to snap that losing streak at the last game of the season. Last week, we had a tough loss to Sacred Heart University Pioneers as we lost to them in the Yankee Championship, 42-37. Tough game.
Yeah, we're all kind of hoping that the Warriors are going to be able to turn things around and end off the season strong.
Yeah, knowing that the last win at home and of the season in general was our homecoming game versus Robert Morris really stings. But if we can end the season off with a win this year, that would be great momentum and just be great for them going into next year into the offseason.
Especially going out on that high note is really going to give the team that motivation to end it off strong and go into the offseason with flying colors.
And talking about ending it off strong in the season, we're coming to the end of the first semester of school, which means Thanksgiving break coming up.
Oh, yeah. I am very excited for Thanksgiving break. Thanksgiving dinner is one of my favorite meals of the entire year.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just one of those days where you can just go crazy, not have to worry about anything, just basically just go devour stuff. And that's one of the best parts for me about Thanksgiving.
I'm happy to just go home, see the family, see all the relatives that I haven't seen in a couple months. It's just nice to go home and relax and, have some real home-cooked food, like you said. And Thanksgiving can never go wrong with that big meal because it's going to be stuffing, turkey, everything on the platter for
Absolutely. Yeah, Thanksgiving's a lot of fun. My family is pretty rooted in Thanksgiving traditions. We always sit down and watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade every year. That's always a lot of fun. Did you see the lineup for the parades this year?
I did not.
They've got a ton of crazy stuff. They have Mario this year. They're bringing back Shrek, and apparently they have a Labubu float.
They just be bringing on anything nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I hope it's a big parade again because I know last year and some years it's been dying down. So it'd be nice to see a lot of people out there at the parade and in the crowd. And also, I just can't wait to watch some Thanksgiving football too.
Absolutely. Who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl this year? I don't know. I'm not going to lie. If I had to predict, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw the Eagles and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl again, as much as I hate to say it.
The third time in the past 4 years, that would be insane.
Back-to-back years, that would just be tough. But I would love to see our New England Patriots and Drake May make it.
Drake May would be great to see.
He's been playing out of his mind, and for basically his first year, he was a rookie last year, but he didn't have a full season. So it's great to see him doing this well this early in his career. And if he can go into the playoffs in his first season and his first playoff experience and do well, that will just be huge for the Patriots as an organization.
Yeah, like you were saying, it is the end of the semester. Finals are coming up. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling all right. My classes are all going pretty well. I've got some presentations I've got to work on over break, but you can't not have some schoolwork, you're in college, you got to expect it. It will be different to come back and, get right into the things with the finals. Might be a little stressed, but it's nothing new to me, so
right.
We'll be used to it. How about you? How are you feeling about all your finals?
Can't lie. I'm feeling a little nervous about a couple of my classes just because I've got huge papers that I need to write, but if I play my cards right, sort things out, I should be good.
I bet you'll do just fine.
Yeah.
And I know last semester I was kind of in the same boat. I had a lot of big classes for one of the first times. I had a lot of early 8 a.m.s, but I had a lot of big finals, a lot of papers to end the year off, and I got stressed. But by the end of the semester, it ended up going well, and I got good grades and went into the summer on a high note and had a good summer. So I bet you'll do the same when you come back and we go into Christmas break.
Oh, yeah. Christmas, it's coming up fast. We've got a few more weeks, and then we are done for the semester.
Yeah, I can't believe it's already Christmas time.
No.
My mom's already got the Christmas tree set up in the living room. Kind of crazy if you ask me. She keeps texting me about, this many days till Christmas, and I can't believe how fast it's going around the year.
My family has ordered mine. It's supposed to come in. We finally gave in. we finally got a fake tree. For the past 15 years, we had exclusively real trees, but just because, we thought it would be a bit more, it would just be a bit safer to get a fake tree rather than a real one. Because with a real one, of course, you do get the pine tree smell, but you also have to take care of it. You have to water it. You got to make sure all the leaves and the twigs that fall off, you got to clean those up.
Yep.
And obviously, there's going to be some ones that are going to be very high quality. Some of them are going to be less quality, but I think the one we got looks pretty good.
Yeah, my family's had a fake tree for the past couple of years, but we were in the same boat. We used to get real trees every single Christmas, and about I'd say 5 years ago, we got the fake one. It's been nice because it's not as you don't have to take care of it as much as you say, you don't got to vacuum the floor when all the pine needles and all this stuff falls on the ground. But it is nice to have a real tree sometimes because it gives that nice pine smell, and it kind of makes it feel a little bit more like Christmas. But the fake tree, definitely go to if you'd ask me.
If you had to pick, who do you think this season for the Warriors was the MVP this year?
For the Warriors, I'm not going to lie. I would say maybe someone on the defense, but we've been a little rough recently. I might have to go with the kicker, Carlton Ty, because he's been pretty good this season, and he's made some major kicks, putting us into overtimes or game-winning field goals. So I'd have to go with our special teams, who even the punter on the team, Mikey Ryan, he's been having a great year as well. So I think the special teams has been a really good spot for the Warriors this season, and it'd be nice if you had a bigger momentum on offense or defense, but it's always good to have a good special teams.
Yeah, I think I definitely agree. Either Carlton or Mikey would personally be my pick. But yeah, how are extracurricular clubs doing?
They're doing pretty good. We just came, I play club lacrosse. We just came to an end for our fall season. So when we come back after Christmas break, we'll be starting up right around the beginning of February for our spring season. So it went well for the first semester. We got some wins, had some tough losses against good teams like Northeastern and stuff. But the club teams I know they've been doing pretty well, especially with hockey. I know they got a B team, so a lot more kids have opportunities to play the sports they love and have fun, and not have to worry about making the team and tryouts and all of that. How about intramurals?
Oh man, intramurals. I have not tried out intramurals yet. I'm really hoping to dive into it next semester, just because I have been so busy doing stuff. MCTV, still keeping that ball rolling. Beacon, working hard, putting out a bunch of articles. And we actually have a comm department holiday mixer that is scheduled for December 8th. So if you're in the communication media department or just want to come hang out with the comm department, enjoy some good food, we're going to be doing a Yankee swap. It's going to be on Monday, December 8th, 5 o'clock, and it's going to be in Cushing Hall on the second floor. So I'm pretty excited for that. I've already got a good gift picked out for the Yankee swap, and I think it's going to really surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, that should be a good day. I'm looking forward to that. And the intramurals, back to that, I've been doing a couple of them recently this semester, and it's my first semester doing some intramurals. And usually after my first semester doing them, if anyone who doesn't do them and if they were thinking about it, I would definitely join, because it's not too competitive. Everyone likes to be competitive, but it's nothing crazy. It's just fun to get out there and do something. I did cornhole, which was fun. I ended up coming in second, which was tough to lose. And then I have a floor hockey team with my buddies and intramural softball. It's all really fun games. I mean, it's getting a little cold for intramural softball. I mean, we've canceled the last couple of weeks, so I'm just excited to do it all again in the spring. And if I was you, I would definitely join one of those intramural sports because it's a blast.
Yeah, it's really great to see all the work that intramurals has been doing and all the great work that the comm departments have been doing. MCTV and Beacon have been putting a lot of work, and WMCK has also been putting in a lot of work this semester.
Yeah.
And speaking of WMCK, they recently celebrated their 10-year anniversary.
And in collaboration with MCTV, they put together this video to commemorate this massive accomplishment. Let's take a look.
Radio's not dead.
You're listening to WMCK, Merrimack College Radio. This is Bree.
This is the Court Report on WMCK Radio. My name is Ryan Long.
I am your host, Professor Dave Brown, here at Merrimack College. Welcome, everybody.
How was the soccer? Me and my boys were terrible.
WMCK is our on-campus radio station. It is completely student-run, and we have shows all day, every day, from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I didn't realize how everyone or anyone could do it. You didn't really have to have any background in radio.
It's been a great time and a good organization and a place you can come and play the stuff you enjoy doing, and it kind of brings you out of your shell a little bit.
It's been really heartwarming to see from afar as an alum how much work students are still putting into the space. A couple years after I graduated, the physical studio moved, equipment was upgraded, they recently upgraded the actual production system. What's been amazing to me is as digital media and streaming music have become more popular, there's still this sustained interest in radio.
It's great that this has stuck around. It started out with just two people that had an idea, and it's grown since then.
I really just think it's wonderful to see something that lasts that long. Maybe if you asked me in 2014 how long it would last, I would have been thrilled to see 5 years.
Cool.
So to see it lasting 10 years and to see this much excitement around it is really wonderful. And I would like to thank all of the staff and the communication department for helping make sure that it's stayed alive.
How far WMCK has come over the past 10 years.
And here's to many more. Keep up the great work, guys.
One of the best events of the year for Merrimack as a community is Mac Gives Back, where the students and staff volunteer to support our neighbors in need.
Yeah, Mac Gives Back is definitely one of the best events here on campus. I actually recently participated in Mac Gives Back, and it was a really awesome event. I participated with the comm department. It was just a great event to participate in. It was good for the heart, and I felt proud of the work that I was doing. Just being able to contribute to the event, just contribute to helping our neighbors in need.
Yeah, me and my lacrosse team, we joined in on the Mac Gives Back as a club team, and we had a blast. Even though it's like a little bit work, it's a little bit like work. But when you're helping people out in need, and you're with your friends, and you're just making it a good time as well, it's fun. It's something to get the team together and just boost the morale and get a lot closer as a team. Because freshmen coming in. It was a couple months into the season, so we're good friends and all. But when we work together, it just gives us another boost of connection, and we get closer as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the best things about Merrimack is how much of a community that we establish together. There's so many events that just bring people from all corners of campus together to just get to know each other a little bit. Like, for instance, in February, there's an event that the Unity House is putting together called Breaking Bread. And Breaking Bread is basically just a way for people to interact, talk about different cultures, talk about their cultural identities, and it's a really amazing event. I went last year, and I'm going to be going again next year, and it's a really fantastic event. The Unity House, especially this year, has been putting together a lot of great events. There's so many amazing clubs that are a part of the Unity House, and it's really amazing to see how much effort that students and staff are putting in for this campus.
Yeah, the Unity House, since I've came here freshman year, has always been such a big thing here on campus, and trying to get people to just get out, make some friends, make some good connections. And I've actually never been to one of those Breaking Breads, and it sounds pretty interesting. So I might have to check it out this February.
Yeah. Another event that they'll often do is Taste the World, which is an event, it's a series of events where they'll have different cuisines, different foods, different beverages from various different countries, and that's another event that I like to go to, just to kind of experience different cultures from around the world, just getting to know what their cuisines, their people are like.
Yeah.
It's really amazing to see, again, how much effort that they put in to each of their events.
Yeah, that's one of the big things about Merrimack. Their community around here is just so great, and just all the things where they try and get the school together. So, just like the other day, the dance team, they always have this thing every year where it's like a Dancing with the Stars almost, and these guys that aren't on the dance team, but they're friends or boyfriends of maybe the girls on the team. They'll they'll make a little dance together, and then they'll go out in the auditorium where anyone that goes to Merrimack or even family and friends can go and watch. And it's $5 again, which is pretty cheap, but it's a good thing to get the school together because, the winners usually, they got judges, but the crowd plays a big part.
Absolutely.
So as an example, one of my buddies on the lacrosse team has a friend on the team, and he did one of the dances with her and her friend. And, it was pretty funny to go and watch him and support him and just cheer him on and, like, his friends. So it was pretty hysterical to watch all the dances. But it's just something to go to, It's something different, something new. And it was honestly just a blast.
Yeah, MCTV was actually there getting footage for an upcoming segment, and you'll be able to see that segment on Dancing with the Stars during our next show, which will be in December. That's going to be our big holiday show. We're going to have a lot of fun stuff planned. We're going to have a big segment on Light and Hope, which is Merrimack's big sort of holiday event. That's going to be on December 2nd, which I believe is the same week after we come back. So that'll be really fun to see. Going to talk to a lot of great people down there. And again, circling back to that theme of community, Merrimack just has a lot of great events where you can just interact with people, talk with members of the community, and just kind of connect with campus more.
Yeah, that's what I love about Merrimack. Everyone just knows almost everyone, and it just makes the school way better, in my opinion. And speaking about community and events, I feel like we've talked about this in the past, but what's your thoughts on the spring concert this year? Have you heard any new news, or who are you thinking?
It's mostly been silent as of right now. I think it's not necessarily going to start picking up steam, I would imagine, until January or February, because the concert itself isn't usually until April.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They recently put out, or not recently, a couple months ago, they put out a survey just to kind of gauge interest, and there were some pretty interesting names on that list. I know DJ Khaled was on the list, and when I saw that name, I immediately put his name down. Getting DJ Khaled at Merrimack College would be like a highlight of my entire life. That would be amazing.
That would be absolutely hysterical if we got someone like DJ Khaled here at the school. And like our last couple spring concerts we've talked about in the past in some of our pregame shows, they were good. Some pretty big names, especially like nostalgic names like Flo Rida and stuff like that. So it'd be cool to see DJ Khaled or someone like that come here. Just the spring concert's always just a big event here, and I have some friends that have been talking about it, wondering who we're gonna get, and I'm just excited to see who they get this year because it's always just such a fun time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm assuming the hype is going to go into full swing at some point when the spring season starts, but we'll see what happens. I think there were some pretty good names on there, and it'll be interesting to see who Merrimack gets. And the spring concert's always been one of the biggest events of the year. And circling back to Matt Gives Back, this year, Andrew Dami and Ella Denny gave us an in-depth look at all of the hard work everyone involved with the event has put in this year. And when we come back, we'll get our game rundown from Joey Matroni. Take it away, guys.
MCTV, it's Andrew, and I'm here at Matt Gives Back, the on-campus charity event that you know and love. I'm also joined by, you know her as the MCTV treasurer, but...
Hey, it's Ella. I'm also on the Matt Gives Back committee. I run the social media.
Now, Ella, tell us about Matt Gives Back.
Matt Gives Back was started in 2012 by Father Raymond Lucas from campus ministry. We've reworked it into being a food insecurity project where we deliver meals to the greater Merrimack Valley community. Our partner on this project is End Hunger New England, and we are in their top 5 campuses to do their largest events ever. This year alone, we're packing 175,000 meals to the greater Merrimack Valley community. Right now I'm here with
Matthew Martin.
And tell us a little bit about your organization and what you guys do to help with Matt Gives Back.
So across the entire country, we're known as the Outreach Program, but in New England, they literally call us End Hunger New England, because that's what we do, we end hunger. This is our biggest campus event every year. It's gigantic in scope, 2 days. We have hundreds of people, literally 1,300 people. A lot of people scrambling to find nutritious food, and they're just showering the whole North Shore with food right now from this event.
How has Matt Give Back been for you so far?
I love Matt Gives Back. I look forward to this week every year. It's my second year. It's just so fun. They play great music, everyone works together, and I have a blast.
This does so much for our direct community, even connected to other things that we do, like our service learning in the community. I'm currently doing service learning at the Lazarus House Food Pantry, so it's just another way for me to give back this year, and it makes me happy, especially going into the holiday season.
And that was Matt Gives Back, the annual charity event at Merrimack. It happens every November, right in the beginning of November. This year was November 10th. So check it out. Sign up next year. It does a lot for the community. It's a lot of fun. You can look as stylish as me and this awesome hairnet. So thank you so much for watching. Check it out.
I'm here with my good friend, Joey Matroni. Joey, it's always great to have you here with us. Let's get this breakdown started.
Yeah, thanks, Colby. It's great to be back here on MCTV to talk some football one more time to end out this season. As you've said, the Merrimack Warriors kind of hit a rough patch recently in this season with a 5-game losing streak. But in some of these games, they've been in the games, and we'll get into that earlier. But as we mentioned, the last win they came away with this season was against the Robert Morris Colonials, which was our last pregame show back on homecoming weekend. So I'm hoping our MCTV pregame show can bring them back some luck as they finish out their season, looking for their 4th win of the year. And as looking at these two teams, their opponents being the Fordham Rams, as you mentioned earlier as well, they're also struggling. They come in with a record of 1-10.
Mm-hmm.
So as we stand now, both of the teams coming in with only a combined 4 wins. And Merrimack played Fordham last year, and that was a game in which the Warriors came away with a win by a final score of 19-3. And that was one of Aiden Pereira's best games of the previous season, and we'll get into more about what he has done so far this year as well. And I expect more success from Pereira on the field this afternoon.
Yeah, it would be huge for the Merrimack Warriors to get a win here today, like you said, just because the rough patch we hit. I mean, it'd be great to end the season off with that win. And Fordham's they've been struggling too, so it might turn out to be a good game. It could be a shootout, even though both teams have been struggling recently. But both of these teams are going to come to play today, and maybe our pregame show will bring them a little luck, like you said.
I think that's what we're hoping for. Yeah, and just looking more into some of the struggles that Merrimack's had. They've had leads against both Sacred Heart and the University of New Haven. Specifically looking at Sacred Heart from a week ago today, they gave up 21 points in the third quarter, and that's kind of where the Pioneers were able to separate themselves from the Warriors. And in talking with fans and people around campus throughout the past week, the biggest struggle on defense for the Warriors was the eye discipline, because Sacred Heart runs a lot of run-pass option offense, which means that they have options of whether or not they want to go to the running back if they're doing well, and then obviously the quarterback can choose to keep it. I don't know. I'll be interested to see what the offense runs under quarterback Gunnar Smith for Fordham. We'll get into some of his numbers later on as well. But as you said, I think both teams trying to end their season on a high note, so they'll be ready to give out their best effort for the final game of the year, and we could end up with a back-and-forth game. Or if the Fordham offense struggles like we've seen at points in the season, Merrimack could pull away, but then a way they don't pull away is if they continue to give up these explosive plays that they've seen so far this year.
Yeah, and hopefully our defense can get back to its beginning of the season form where they were really stout on the back end, and especially in the corners. And I'm hoping Aiden Pereira can have a good game today too, not even just in the air but on the ground as well, because he's been a good running quarterback this season and even last year. So hopefully he can use his dual threat ability to kind of stun the Fordham defense and give us a boost into the beginning of the game and maybe get the wheels rolling.
Yeah, that's a great segue into what I wanted to get into with Aiden Pereira. He's been the X factor on offense for the Merrimack Warriors so far this year. I know you guys were talking about MVPs on the special team side earlier on in the show, but looking at just the offense itself, it's Aiden Pereira. He's been the motor all season long. Looking at the Sacred Heart game from a week ago today, he had 4 total touchdowns, 2 on the ground and 2 through the air as well. He had 339 all-purpose yards, his career high 169 rushing yards to go along with 170 through the air as well. So that dual threat ability, it almost feels like video game numbers for Aiden Pereira, the way he's been able to motor the offense this season for the Warriors. And now looking at how that's going to translate into this game against Fordham coming up, he had his previous career high in rushing yards against Fordham with 136 yards. And especially with the a different weather that we're seeing, hence the studio pregame show that we've put together. The run game might have to be where the majority of the offense comes from both sides, especially with slick field conditions. You don't expect a lot of deep passes to be happening throughout the game.
Yeah, Aiden. I grew up with Aiden Pereira, and he's always just been a great athlete. And his competitiveness, I know he's going to want to end the season off with a win. So I expect him to come in and really get his feet rolling, especially to start the game. Like you said, he's great on the ground. And in the gloomy weather, like we said, it's a little rainy, so we got to make sure we keep the ball in our hands on offense. But it'd be nice to get some takeaways versus Fordham themselves. But in a rainy day like this, and when we want to win, and we've been on a losing streak, you want to make sure you keep the ball in good hand. You don't want to fumble. You don't want to turn it over. So you want to just make sure you have good control of the ball and get time of possession up really in a game like this.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. But looking at Merrimack's offense, Aiden unfortunately can't do it all by himself.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at another guy, running back Brendan Wyatt, who's going to have to be a big part of this offense. He had arguably his best game of the year last week against Sacred Heart, ripping off a 63-yard run in the first couple plays of the game en route to his career high in rushing yards with 93. And I think having a guy like Wyatt next to Pereira in the backfield not only opens up and takes off some of the pressure from Pereira, but watching the offense so far this season, they like to go to the option whenever they can.
Yeah.
So it's up to Pereira to make the right decisions on whether or not to keep it or hand it off to a guy like Wyatt. But that's another wrinkle that can be added to the Merrimack offense, especially if they want to keep the running game at the forefront of their offense.
Absolutely. And I mean, to go with that, with such a good rush attack by the Warriors this season, if you start off the game with some good rushing, today would be huge, because with a vulnerable defense like Fordham, if you get the ground game rolling, it's really going to get them thinking, and that will just open up your pass game even more for you, which will help out. So it would be huge to get our feet rolling, which will maybe open up the pass game. And if as long as Aiden Pereira just keeps the ball in our hands, we'll be good.
Yeah. Taking a look now at that Fordham defense that you were mentioning earlier, they've allowed a staggering 411 yards per game as a defense. So you're looking for Merrimack to get some momentum going on offense and hopefully grab that lead, especially knowing that in the second half they've struggled to grab leads. And for the offense, if Merrimack does, for Fordham's offense that is, if Merrimack does get out to a lead, that's going to put the pressure on Gunnar Smith to lead the Fordham offense back from a deficit. And you look at a team that's 1-10 and you don't really expect that much success from the quarterback position. That really isn't entirely the case with Gunnar Smith. Has 2,428 passing yards so far this season on just about a 57% completion percentage with 13 touchdowns. So those are good numbers, especially still having one game to go through 11 games. He's shown some success. The issue becomes that defense. And you look at their point differential this season, they stand at a negative 205. And just to give some context to that, if a team goes 12-0 on the season and wins each game by a touchdown, that puts their point differential at a plus 84. So just looking at the negative 205 number, that's a very large number, and that tells you that Fordham's not only losing, they're losing by a considerable amount.
Yeah, that defense has really been struggling this year, and with a day like this, and we were talking about the rushing game of the Merrimack Warriors, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Merrimack could maybe break a couple records today on the ground, especially with Aiden and Brendan Wyatt and how they've been using their legs this season. So that's definitely something to keep an eye out on, because I would not be surprised.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think the more and more that you're able to keep the ball on the ground, you mentioned time of possession earlier on, that's going to be huge, because with you having the ball and hopefully you're able to turn those possessions into points, they end up with even fewer possessions, and the less amount of time that the Fordham offense has, that allows them to have less, or forces them to have less reliance on the running game, and we'll see what the conditions are like for Smith and the Fordham offense through the air.
Yeah, I'm really excited to just see how this game turns out today, hoping the Merrimack Warriors can get it rolling early and just end the season off with a W.
Yeah, I mean, you look at if they come away with a win today, they're at a 4-8 record, so not exactly what you're looking for, but again, it's all about momentum and how you can end the season to bring the positives into the next season. Obviously, Mike Giannetti's only in his second year with the Warriors as the head coach. He had previous experience with the Warriors as the defensive coordinator. It takes time to build a football program. So those Warriors fans who might not be happy with how Giannetti has performed so far, he's a former Warrior himself, so I wouldn't be quick to give him the hook per se and let him have time to build up this football program.
Absolutely, and I'm friends with a couple of kids on the team, so I'll talk to them after their games or prior to the games, and they love Mike Giannetti. He's a great coach. He's a great leader. They don't even just look at him as a coach. They like him. He's like a father figure almost. You can ask him anything. He's just a great guy overall, and he's got a good culture. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors just keep getting better as the years go on. So I wouldn't be quick to give some criticism to Mike just now or just yet.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think having a football coach that your players are willing to talk to and just learn from is very important. Obviously, if you lose the locker room, as they say, then you're more likely to see the passion and play out on the field continue to improve throughout the season. And it doesn't seem to me like the Warriors are just rolling over and giving up in the games that they're losing. They've been in them, as we mentioned earlier, and unfortunately they've just struggled to close games, losing leads in the second half, both against New Haven and Sacred Heart as well. We mentioned even earlier on in the season how they struggled with turnovers. So just especially on the defensive side, it's going back to the fundamentals and knowing what you can do well and continuing to use those to put together a complimentary football game.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how the day plays out and how the game goes. So, as always, thank you so much for joining us, Joey. Now, with that, Thanksgiving's coming up, and I know we're all ready to sit down for a great turkey feast, but Andrew at MCTV got to have a taste with turkey early with a Gobble and Go marathon earlier this month. Let's take a look.
What's up, everyone? It's Andrew from MCTV. This is Bilal. We're about to run the Gobble and Go 5K. So it's 10:45 right now. We've been here for an hour warming up. So this event is to raise charity. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. Go for a massive big race.
Massive big race. They just ran it. This is what they look like. We're about to look like that.
I just ran this.
It sucked. I tried to get sub 20, didn't happen.
Andrews and Bilal are gonna win this race. It's true.
We are speed. What do you think your time is going to be?
I have no clue, man.
Me neither.
Yeah, hopefully like sub 20 maybe.
Pause. Top 20? Top 20. This guy is speed, bro. Seriously.
This guy is speed.
Alright, let's go.
We're doing this.
As long as we don't get lost, bro.
We still feeling good?
We keep it strong, baby.
We are speed. All right, we're at the 1 mile check-in. Bilal's behind me. I'm doing pretty good. I'm about to gobble, and I'm gonna go.
But I think that is cheating.
Lap 2. We're approaching the final lap. Now so we turn on the engines. Finishing lap. I finished. 23 minutes, 22 seconds. That was painful, but fire. Coming to the exit.
How you feel?
How do you feel?
It's amazing. Awesome race. Good experience. Pushed to my limit. I want more. Need more.
I definitely pushed myself a lot. I felt like a brick wall was inside me, but I passed the 2 people in front of me.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
You're a legend, bro.
It was good. I passed a lot of people, got a lot of good footage for you for MCTV. So this video is going to be awesome. So this whole point of this race is you run and then you get a turkey leg after the race. That's why it's called Gobble and Go, even though it should be called Go and Gobble, but that doesn't roll off the tongue.
All right, guys. Turkey leg. First time having this. This doesn't exist in Colombia. Fun fact. I always see this in Disney World.
First bite.
All right, let's see what it is. Oh, nine.
This is very big. Overall, I give it a 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Wow.
It is good. It's exactly what you would expect for a turkey leg.
I don't like it, bro.
You don't like it?
No. You want more?
Sure. A strange thing to eat after you just pushed yourself for 3 miles. Funny concept, which when things are funny, they're worth it. All right, this was Gobble and Go 5K. Shout out to Merrimack Wellness. How would you say out of 10?
This experience, man, 10 out of 10, bro.
10 out of 10. This is awesome. Thank you so much for watching. This is amazing. We raised so much money for charity. My legs are in so much pain. But
we
at
do it
the
again.
end of the day, we'll do it again. Isn't that right?
We are gonna do it again for sure.
Right now. Let's go.
All right, everyone. We'll see you later. I'm Andrew. This is me before the race. I'm Andrew. This is me after the race. I passed a lot of people, but it really hurt. So that's awesome. I pushed myself. I vlogged it all. You can see it on MCTV. And don't worry, everyone. There will be more. And I will be hurting.
Let's go. What's up, I'm Bilal. This is me before the race.
Go for it.
Oh, what's up, guys? I'm Bilal. This is me after the race. We gave it all. It's amazing. Ready for more. Ready for more. I want more. Let's go.
What's good, y'all? My name is Mike. This is me before running about 3 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is me before running 3 miles.
Good, y'all. My name is Mike. This is me after the 5.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. Not gonna lie. I walked halfway through because my quad started hurting, but yeah.
He ran it in his Crocs.
You ran it in Crocs?
Crocs are exquisite running shoes.
Andrew for doing so well during the Gobble and Go run. Man, those turkey legs look good.
Yeah, I can't believe Andrew was doing that. And congrats to him and coming in first. Because personally, if that was me, if I had to gobble down some turkey and then go on a 5 mile run, I would be vomiting absolutely everywhere.
Absolutely.
So that just shows Andrew's athletic ability.
Yeah, I probably would have stopped after mile 1. I'm pretty sure he runs like every single day.
Yeah, that. I mean,
locked in.
Yeah, to run every day, it's really good. So I mean, I'm not surprised, and that's just really cool to come in first. And I like the video he got. It's funny to watch, and just it's a good event for me. It's like another good event Merrimack comes up with to bring around right before Thanksgiving, where everyone's excited to go home and just have that Thanksgiving dinner feast like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just semester's coming to an end. I think we've all really given our all this semester.
Yeah.
Warriors have been absolutely giving their all during their season, and hopefully they can end it off strong. And I think just it's been a lot of fun doing these pregame shows. It's been a lot of fun, like getting to be in the thick of it, just experiencing the season right with the team, and it's been an honor being able to do this.
Yeah, it's been a great time, and it's been an honor to do this, to be able to do it with you too. Such a great co-host and everything. It's been a great time, and it will also be nice to go into Thanksgiving, Christmas break, relax, and then we'll come back, rejuvenate. We'll have some more stuff to do when we come back. So it was just a great time to be able to do this year, give us some experience for when we graduate, and that's just a thanks to Chuck, the comm and media leader. He's been great for the past 2 years with all the new things he's been coming up with. So just a big shout out to Chuck and all the help he's been doing, and none of this would have been possible without him.
Absolutely. Chuck really is our fearless leader. He's been able to get all of these clubs moving. We've been able to do a lot of great stuff working with athletics. All of that is because of him, and without him, the comm department would not be the same. So yeah, big shout out to Chuck for putting all of this together.
Yeah, just an awesome opportunity for me and like everyone in this room, just being able to get some experience for something they want to do once they graduate college. So it's just a big thanks to him, and it's been a great time being able to do these pregame shows with you.
Yeah, it's been awesome. And I think the players are about to take the field in about 15 minutes now. So
yeah, the game's going to be coming on soon. So I think that's going to do it for the final football pregame show of the year. It's been a wild ride, and just thank you to everyone who's tuned in and all of our broadcasts.
We've also got plenty of stuff we're working on for next year, including more pregame shows just like this one. Warriors, let's end off this season with a bang. With that being said, for the final time, I'm Matt O'Connor.
And I'm Colby Meehan. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy the game.